Hi guys, decided to come inside. It's raining a little, but something important that I really wanted to talk about. And as I'm getting older, but me and my brother are talking about stuff from our past, and some of it we don't like to talk about, some of it we're kind of overlapping with each other's stories. We're just looking back because, when you're actually in the moment, you think to yourself, this is normal behaviour, but when I look back, there's a lot of friends that weren't real friends. They just drop you like a hot snot. And then when I start getting more self confidence, they kind of became subservient to me. So they went from being kind of the leader to the follower in a way, because now I was bigger, stronger, I was more confident as well. And they say all the right things like "love you, brother," and "I'll always be here for you" and all that kind of thing. But don't mistake cowardice for loyalty. If you look at it closely, someone who's a coward is always going to follow the winner. They're always going to side with the winning person. And I noticed as soon as someone came into the group that had a bigger personality than me or was more mouthy than me, all my supposed mates, would side with that person over me immediately. And that's not a true friend. And I'm only realising that now that I've got more self-confidence. And whenever I called them out on it, they just denied it and was like, "Oh, of course we wouldn't do that," and all this bullshit that they said, because they're cowards. They don't want to be called out. They don't want to have to deal with their bullshit, and they don't have to face consequences. They want to pretend like we're not doing anything wrong. It was just a joke or whatever. And who do you hear that with? Bullies. There's a lot of bystanders are very cowardly and they'll side with the winning team. Lots of people like that nowadays, unfortunately, lots, and it's fucking sickening. But sadly, it's true. A lot of them, unbelievable. When I look back on it, I just think how many snakes I grew up around, and yeah, I won't name names, but a few people really need to consider how they acted. I do as well, but when I just think of how they treated me, I was like, I won't be treated like that again. When I called them out, they were, very defensive and pleading their innocence, but they know what they did. They turned their back on me when I needed them, but expected me to have their back when they needed me. I won't be doing it ever again, I'm done being treated like that, so fuck that. See yous.